Call the meeting to order. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to welcome everyone here tonight. It's Tuesday, February 13th. And do you have anything that you would like to?
So I apologize, I did not have time to put together a formal town manager's report for this evening, but I did want to mention that we are going to be closed on Monday for the holiday. And Channel 11, just so you know, I received an email, the server's down, but so they've sent that off to the company to have it fixed, and from what I understand, it's covered by warranty, so we're not sure exactly how long. But once they get that fixed, Channel 11 should be back up. Okay.
Anything else?
That's good for now.
Okay, thank you. Any items by the public? Jason?
So I just, I talked to Randy a little bit, but, so for the ordinances, so adult entertainment, which I keep prepping, I'm requesting that at some point, my understanding is that there's 3 of the ordinances that you're looking at putting together for the planning board, is that we revise, not just the permit piece of that, but the entire adult entertainment ordinance be revised through the planning board for next, I understand not for this year, but for next year to go to town warrant. Here's some serious, some of my businesses have some serious concerns with the way that ordinance is written. So if we can at least have the planning board have the opportunity to look that over, potentially get some input on that.
Weren't they looking at that whole thing?
Yeah, so there's 3 ordinances. It's the adult entertainment business, adult entertainment, there's an obscenity ordinance, and there's the special amusement ordinance. So the 3 of those, they're gonna be working on for the next town meeting to merge those 3.
Right, but to be able to put some input into that and make sure that not just the permitting piece, but the entire ordinance is looked at.
Wouldn't they go to the planning board?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yes.
I would keep an eye out on our website for the planning board agenda to see when that's gonna pop up on their agenda.
Yeah.
We can send you an email.
Yeah.
Anything else? Seeing none, we'll Selectmen's items. Sorry.
I guess that I've been the communication with Christina on the lights in the downtown, and we seem to keep having them go off. They go out in various locations, and we've been doing that. I almost want to see if we can work somehow. I don't know if the chief, somebody at nighttime is on patrol, and somebody goes around and sees that the street lights are out. Is there any way we can communicate that with Christine or Greg to be able to make that happen? Because I don't obviously drive through town, but if we're trying to make ourselves a vibrant downtown, I think we need to make sure we showcase that. It shows off what we're about. And when I came through this morning, the whole bank was out by the mattress company all the way to Thai, and it just doesn't look good. It's safety-wise, it's not lit up, and I would like to see us make sure we stay on top of that, so we're looking good.
At the end of the screen, walking behind, and that's what runs that whole circuit. So I'm not sure exactly what has happened, but only one light on that circuit's working, so they're all on that circuit.
Yeah, it's spotty though. I mean, it was out, so the stuff by the Thai was okay. And some of the Whittemores is okay. The whole of the bank, everything, the stuff by the Thai restaurant was fine, but the whole bank was out on that whole side of the street. And then there was one of Whittemore's was working, the other one, the one by the Barkery, where the Barkery wasn't working. And then there was the cases, there was one that was working and one wasn't working. So it seems to be, and I've been communicating that, and it doesn't matter if it's there or whether it's in the municipal parking lot. I just think,
She sent an email this morning, and so I went over and turned the whole bank of lights on, and the only one that came on that circuit was the one at the Thai restaurant. So the one in front of Whittemore's wasn't coming on, and the one at the Bakery is on that same circuit, and I didn't notice that had come on either, so, I'm not sure that's not a light bulb, that's vandalism, so.
Okay, but whatever it is, I mean,
Vandalism. Somebody went over and pulled on the box, so the box is pulled away from the panel. Okay. Yeah, and so I'm guessing that caused some problems in that.
I'll get with you on that, because we can try to look at maybe some footage, see if maybe we can track that down a little bit more. And I'll put out to the guys in the Groveland team to notate anything turned in.
all right, thank you. So,
Gene?
I'm good.
I've already talked with Christine about this, but I had some more calls on the ice skating rink and people who are not happy that it's been moved, but Christine's on top of it. But in case someone out there is watching, we're on top of it. I had someone complain to me about the Emden Pond comparison and the taxes that went up out on
Oak Pond.
Oak Pond. I'm just letting people know, it's not that we don't take you seriously, it's all said and done, but we understand. I had calls both from people opposed to the new fire department and for it, so that evens itself out, and that was it. Thank you.
Can I comment on the assessment?
Sure.
I attended the assessors meeting on last Friday, and I do think that the people on Oak Pond, I happen to live on Oak Pond, but they revisited and they're re-looking at some of the land values and how they were calculated. So they've done, the board has done a very nice job of being able to be open and are looking at trying to alleviate some of that. So I saw the process of people going in for the abatements, and I think that they're more than reasonable. So if any citizen has any concern, they still need to file that abatement paper and go in and present their case, and they're more than willing to listen, so.
Good.
Thank you. I guess the only thing I have, well, I had the lights, but that's been addressed. I guess my other concern, and I had mentioned it to Christine, and she was supposed to mention it to you, reference to the sidewalks. I guess it is a very big concern, on Madison Avenue, and I get it. I think overall, I think the highway, does a great job, does what they can, and I mean, storms aren't easy. But here, I mean, they just got cleaned today. The storm was Thursday. People were walking in the street. I almost hit a couple of them because you can't see them. And of course, when you're going down the road, and of course you got a plow in the front, you come kind of close to some. So I guess I'm not really sure if something we can do something different. I mean, I'm not really sure why they, it's taking so long to clean the actual sidewalk, but.
There's a unique situation that caused this, and I can assure you it's not, this isn't gonna happen again.
I mean, it was just kind of, I mean, I get it, and I get it, and I get there's a lot that goes into, everything that gets cleared and whatnot, but it was just kind of a major, thoroughfare, and kind of should be cleaned if, one of the top, first ones or whatever, so.
We have 4 levels of priorities, and that's number 1. We don't belong to school, so it should have been done. We had an issue with it. It's been corrected.
That's all I have, so we'll move on to department and committee reports. Greg?
It's nice to be home.
Oh, by the way, that's right, you no longer can go on vacation. All your winter vacation is done, that's it.
Yeah.
But I did get a phone call from the insurance company today, and they're sending us the check for the truck, and it's more than what I had told you before, it's another $700-800. But the transferring of equipment, they won't pay for. they'll just pay for any equipment that was damaged, and hoses and wiring and all that. And we went through it with Dan Matchett, and there's about $9,000 something worth of equipment that was damaged that they'll pay for. But it's $26,000 to transfer everything over. So it's gonna cost us a little bit. That's where we are on that. When I get all the figures and everything, I'll get it to you. Wasn't good news.
Fred? Randy?
Yep. Two quick things. Cindy and I will be at Bloomfield School tomorrow, working with the kids. They're actually having a classroom where they're teaching kids how to recycle, and we made some pretty cool little tiny bales of cardboard and newspaper, and so they'll do a good job with their educational program up there. The 2015 IRC International Building Code, International Residence Code, International Building Code, now been adopted by the state. We have 90 days to put that in place. I have the codes already, we're prepped and ready. So the 2009 code will go away. And then the town manager and myself working with waste management right now to come up with hopefully a good contract with waste management. So hopefully we can report back within the next maybe 3 weeks or so, 2-3 weeks. That's it.
Thank you. Chief Howard?
So I think it was the last meeting, we talked about billing for motor vehicle accidents. So tomorrow will be 2 weeks into it, and we've billed out and are expecting a return of just over $6,000 in the 2 weeks.
Wow.
Chief Putnam?
People haven't noticed increased law enforcement presence in town. All the federal grants have come in and they're being enforced right now. So speed, seatbelt, distracted driving, they're all being enforced right now. So make sure you guys stay buckled and watch your speeds, call me, text me while driving, stay safe.
Thank you. Denise?
A few things, just if anybody's been around Memorial Field on East Maple, the trees have been cut down by logland logging. It was the road trees between Pat and Memorial that were unsafe and they've been just falling over. So those, you go by there, it's really weird looking. It's like really open, it looks really nice. There's a lot of cleanup that we need to do this spring, but that has been done last week. Looking forward to vacation. Next week we have a whole bunch of programs going on starting Friday this week and running all the way till next weekend. We have fun camp where we have Tuesday and Friday night. We have discounted tickets on sale right now if anybody would like to go. Sunday we have a winter carnival. We have ice rink fun day. We have the Healthy Family Fun Night through Reddington Facility General Hospital doing it at our facility next Friday night, and then our open skate time. So we do have flyers available. They are on our Facebook. All you can here. Other than that, the ice rink at the center is doing very well. The ice is perfect right now due to the weather. I know we have 45-degree weather coming up, but things are going good. The lights are up. It's been busy after school. So we're fortunate to have that rink going on. It's been working out really well. Another thing is Walmart manager called me a while back, and they have a Walmart community program fund, and she called me saying that they had funds left over. They did give us $1,000, which we decided between her and I they're going to go towards ice skates. So we have ice skates at the facility for after-school kids and public to sign out and just go right up at the rink. So I just am asking for your approval to accept that donation from Walmart for $1,000.
I make the motion, we approve the donation from Walmart for $1,000.
I'd second that.
We have a first and second. Anything further?
Yeah, I guess the only concern I have is I don't know if it correlates when you're looking at our treasurer's warrant. We have Dick's Sporting Goods in here for the purchase of our ice skates.
Correct.
I'm a little hesitant, it almost looks like the cart's before the horse. And I support it. I support you getting ice skates for community use, and I think it's a wonderful thing, and I've always talked to you about that. But that just that kind of makes me a little nervous to be signing something, because of what if we didn't get that grant? So it would come out of somewhere, but at this time with the ice rink we don't know where, I mean, obviously it's where it is right now. But where is it gonna be in the future? How well is it working? We're gonna have to really look at that, so that's my only,
Yeah, and this.
gripe maybe.
Right, and I totally understand this was not I didn't do an application for a grant, this called me to give me the funds. So all I had to do was the manager said, go online and sign the form, which I did, and they gave us a donation of $1,000.
I get
So I
that.
didn't request it, they called me to give it to me. So I took it unto myself to buy the skates instead of waiting for the process. There was no match for this, it was money given to us so that we could have those skates for public to use weeks ago before now, so that we have the opportunity to have that service for our community kids.
I understand that, but the process,
But I know how the process works on a grant,
yeah.
which I did follow. This one was a little bit different.
Yep.
All those in favor?
I have another question.
Go ahead.
I did get a complaint on a mother who took her 11-year-old daughter up to use the skating rink. I don't know what day of the week it was, I'm sorry, I didn't ask. And she said that there was no place to warm up, and her daughter is 10, 11, and she didn't want to stay because there wasn't anybody there watching it, and there wasn't any place, she said, to go to get warm.
Yeah, the rink is open Monday through Friday. The rink is open every day of the week. We have staff at the community center at 5 a.m. So if they choose to skate at 6 a.m., when the building opens, they're more than welcome to go to the rink, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. at night. And our building is open during those all night till 9:30 staff leaves. Friday, we do have a hut up there, and we do have a portable heating unit in there, propane heat that is usually used. But when we close at 4:30 on Fridays, that hut's there, but the thing is, it's not heated because we can't just have a propane and have somebody light it with nobody there. Saturday and Sunday we're open from 8 to 3:30 on Saturday, the building is open. And Sunday we're open 12 to 5. So majority of the time, the facility's open for a warming. They can come inside anytime they want.
Inside the rec center?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
But there is a trailer there so that they can go inside and change and stuff, but there's no, we don't have like propane hookup or anything like that.
Okay, thank you.
Gail?
So I have an update to tell the selectmen about nomination papers for the June election. Under Title 30A, Section 2528 4A, and Title 30A, Section 2528 4C, it states that municipal nomination papers need to be made available 40 days before the filing deadline, which actually means 100 days before the election. And then they are due back 60 days before the election. So they're giving more time for clerks to get ballots ready, because how it used to be, it was 85 days before the election. 85 days they would be available. Then they would have to be returned 45 days. So now we have 60 to do the absentee ballot, get everything ready for them to be processed. And so now what I'm asking is, if, I thought it was gonna be on the agenda, this selectmen's meeting, to set our date for town meeting and election. because nomination papers are gonna be available on March 2nd, and I didn't want to wait until the our next meeting, which would be, what, the 27th? To set that, because I want to send out notification to the individuals that their terms are going to be up, that when the nomination papers are going to be available on the 2nd. So I wanted to do it tomorrow, so they'd have enough time, not send them out the day after our next selectmen's meeting. So I was wondering if we could have a motion, so that could be set tonight.
The town meeting date? I'm sorry.
Yes, town meeting and election. Because the state primary is on the 12th. And normally we kind of coincide with that.
So we're looking at, to line up in conjunction with the, the primary.
in June.
And our typical, this is our typical town meeting schedule. I don't know the last time we veered from it, but we're looking at June 11th for town meeting and June 12th for elections. But this year they changed the nomination paper process in the law.
So we need a motion
Yes.
for the 11th and 12th, the 11th for town meeting and 12th for the election.
Second.
So we have a first and second. I'm assuming you did the motion?
Yes.
That was your motion.
Okay.
Yes, that was my motion, I'm sorry. I moved.
I assume. So we have a first and second for June 11th for town meeting and June 12th for election. Anything further? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Thank you.
Trish?
Getting geared up for audit, that will happen, on February 27th. So most of the files are gonna send off, there's a couple of them, those ones pretty good shape this year. And, doing some hiring process, or managers, I should say, on Thursday for the pollution control maintenance mechanic position, and then we'll be looking to do some interviews for the vacant position at the rec department, and just working on the budget.
Thank you. Any question? Seeing none, we'll move on. We'll open a public hearing.
Denise had a question.
Someone have a question?
Oh, I thought Denise had her hand up.
I did, I just wanted to say one more thing. The sheriff's department asked the town to volunteer to do some work in the departments. Ended up being my department this past weekend and a little bit at PD Sunday morning before they came. They were at my place Saturday and Sunday, basically 8 to 5. They stayed longer than I expected, but it was the inmate program that they have sheriff's department, so I just want to thank them. They did a great job in our building. We worked really well with them. We gave them projects all day long, keep them busy, so I just want to thank them for doing that in our building all weekend.
Yep. That was the alternative sentencing program. So I think
Thank you.
that's something that we'll work on continuing.
They helped downstairs here as well, by the
Yeah.
way. They mopped the floors and darkened things up in the police department this weekend, which was a huge help.
Should we send them a letter?
Teresa Brown, who works for the sheriff's office, is also a reserve officer here from Skowhegan.
Yeah, she coordinated.
It's a win-win for us.
Yeah.
Now we'll open up a public hearing. Discussion decision to approve the applications for victualler license for high tide, low tide seafood, 226 Madison Avenue. Anybody here to speak on that? Seeing none, we will close public hearing.
I make a motion.
Beautiful.
You waiting?
I was waiting.
To approve the application for a victor's license for high tide, low tide seafood.
Second.
We have a first and second. Anything further? Seeing none, all those in favor? I just welcome them and wish them luck in that building. And now we're gonna have a presentation from the chief. Reference to
And I forgot my phone, so if someone wants a picture.
Oh, photo. Oh, and Betty's not here. Sorry.
Oh,
Would you
you're-
mind, Karen?
I feel awful about my phone.
Betty's usually my photographer.
I know.
So it's a pleasure for me to stand in front of you tonight to introduce to you a Skowhegan resident who grew up here in town, graduated from Skowhegan High School, went on to college, and then came back to the town of Skowhegan to serve the public here at the police department. He's been here going on 3 years now. Officer Mike Batchelder recently went through the selection process for the promotion to detective, and he really worked hard to get himself ready for that position, and therefore he's going to be promoted tonight to that position of detective. So we expect great things from him. Him being a Skowhegan resident, it's going to really help him reach out with the community, the people that he knows, and he's going to be working on solving some of the crimes that are taking place here in town. So, further ado. Congratulations. Detective Mike Batchelder.
Congratulations.
Ah,
Plan.
there.
Nice to see former students do so.
Yes.
And we'll move on to the consent agenda.
I make a motion, we approve the consent agenda as it's presented.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Discussion decision to appoint Fred Liebfried to the Opera House Committee with a term expiring June 30th, 2018.
So moved.
Seconded.
We have a first and second. Any further discussion?
I just note that I know Fred and know some of his work, and I think he'll be a good addition.
Any further? Seeing none, all those in favor? I hope I pronounced that last name right.
You did?
Okay. Discussion and decision to appoint Gail Kay and Katie Willett as members of the Heritage Council with terms expiring June 30th, 2023.
So moved.
Seconded.
We have a first and second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Discussion and decision to approve the application for license for Incorporated Civic Organization to allow the Rotary Club of Skowhegan to serve beer and wine at the annual beer, wine, and food tasting event on March 24th, 2018.
So moved.
Second.
We have first and second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Discussion and decision to approve the application for parades and procession to allow Main Street Skowhegan to hold Maple Fest in the municipal parking lot on March 24th, 2018, from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m.
So moved.
Seconded.
First and second.
I have discussion.
Any further discussion?
Gail, on this application, was there a markup on the, a map so that Greg and the chief and I can, organize what's needed in the parking lot? No. No? Okay. I will follow up on this.
Anything further?
Nope.
Seeing none, all those in favor? Discussion and decision to expend an amount not to exceed $2,649.95 from the Administration Reserve Account Information Technology Improvements designation to purchase a Trio SQL upgrade.
So moved.
Second.
We have first and second. Any further discussion?
I don't know about your packets, but mine doesn't have the memo that I did. I don't know if it got stuck to something else, but basically it's, I hope I don't speak too much IT jargon, but they have like an access database driven, platform, and they're moving to something that's Windows based. I talked to our IT consultant, and it's a much more secure platform. He recommends that we do this. They're going through this process they have a couple hundred customers. So, this is their upgrade that they've released, and it's recommended by our IT.
Anything further? All those in favor? Discussion and decision to expend an amount not to exceed $5,000 from the police department reserve account, audio visual designation, $1,800 to purchase a 16-channel 5MP NVR 1920p IP camera network, and $3,200 for hardware and installation.
So moved.
Second.
He
We
thought
have-
we'd freak was bad.
Yeah.
That was easy, wasn't it?
We have a first and second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Good, because don't make me repeat that. Discussion and decision to expend an amount not to exceed $25,600 from the fire department reserve account, fire station building improvements designation for phase 1 architectural design for a public safety building.
So moved.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any further discussion? And that amount, just so you know, was significantly decreased from the original quote. And our town manager went to bat and got them to drop their price, so it was a nice job there. Anything further? Seeing none, all those in favor? Discussion and decision to expend an amount not to exceed $3,436.25 from the Opera House Special Revenue Account for additional work on the Opera House renovation design.
I move that we table this because when this was the meeting, that we didn't have a quorum, so we really need to go back and do this correctly.
We have a motion on the floor to table this.
I think tabling doesn't require a second, does it? I mean, I'm happy to second it. but I
Humor
don't
me.
know.
Go ahead
All right,
and
I'll
second.
second it.
Thank you. We have a first and second. Any further discussion on this? All those in favor of tabling it? Discussion decision to expend an amount not to exceed $30 from the heating program reserve account for a UCC filing for client number 2002-001.
Darla. Motion to do so.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Discussion decision to allow Chief Howard to go out to bid for turnout gear.
So moved.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any further discussion?
I had a question.
Sure.
How often do we get new turnout gear?
So turnout gear has to be replaced, or I shouldn't say has to be. It's recommended that turnout gear is replaced by NFPA standards every 10 years. Full-time firefighters, their gear generally lasts 3 to 5 years. I mean, it's just, worn out. It fails its annual inspection. A call force firefighter can generally get, depending on how active they are, they most of the time can get to that 10-year mark with them.
What do you do with the old ones?
Throw it out.
Gone.
Well, we did auction some stuff that wasn't heavily used. It was older than 10 years. We auctioned that off in that townwide auction, and it went out of state. Some states, their standards are different. I don't know if they're gonna be using an actual fire department or for something else, I'm not sure.
Okay,
But most of the time, by the time we get rid of it, it goes in trash.
thank you.
All those in favor? Discussion decision to approve the renewal of the industrial wastewater discharge user agreement with Gifford's Famous Ice Cream through February 10th, 2020.
So moved.
Yeah, seconded.
There's first and second. Any further discussion?
I was just wondering, when they went from 4 to 2 with as many as needed if they fail, is that correct? Is that the way I read that?
Yes.
So-
What's, any
Say-
idea what the price is on, what the cost is for Giffords to go through and do the,
I really don't. That is billed directly to Gibbons, and I have not seen any of this.
okay, I just was, I didn't know whether it was to our advantage, their advantage, or no one's advantage, or it was a wash.
Can't answer that.
Okay.
I agreed because I called Christine about it. I kind of wondered, they didn't seem to, they said it would be an extra expense, so I wondered how much work there is involved.
Actually, I don't have it with me, but I do have it. I do, come to think of it, there was an invoice included in some of the paperwork that I got recently. I'm not gonna give you an actual number. It's a few $100, so let's put it that way.
So they just don't want to do it a lot.
No, no, I mean,
Yeah.
there's an extra cost to that.
Yeah. Thanks.
But we haven't run into that type of situation to date.
Correct. The only time they've been required to resample, as I said in my memo, was if we have a quantity pollutant limit that they have to maintain below. And if they exceed that, then they need to test again until they're back in compliance. So if they fail again, they can just continue to do that. Unfortunately, for them, that hasn't happened. They've been out of compliance once or twice in the last decade, so.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All those in favor? Discussion decision to put the following foreclosed properties out for sale bid. Map 10, lot 39-11, East River Road / Red Oak Drive. I'm gonna put that in there. Map 33, lot 206, 39 North School Street. Map 29, lot 105, 80 North Avenue.
So moved.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any further discussion?
So, just wanted to mention, much help was received from the clerk's office, and Randy is always a help when it's time to go out and find those last few that haven't gotten in touch with me yet. So, the two of these properties, the North School Street and the 80 North Avenue, both of those have been vacant for multiple years. And the mortgage holders have not paid the taxes, and if they don't purchase it back, my intent is to sell it to get back on its tax rolls. And then the other one is a piece of land owned by somebody out of state. Not sure if she'll buy that back or not, but we're not taking anyone's homes, so.
The one thing I forgot to ask you the other day when I called, the one that has the mobile home on it, it's gone?
What's the next
That's the next item.
Oh, sorry.
Jump at the gun. Anything further? Seeing none, all those in favor? Discussion and decision to write off the following taxes with a total amount of $406.55. Derek Bickford, map 5, lot 33, 0926, 30347, and Red Bridge Automotive, which is personal property, in the amount of 10308.
So moved.
Second.
Do I have a first and second? Any further discussion?
So that's the one where the mobile home is no longer there. I I don't have any record of when it actually left the property. I went back and I had Lisa in the assessor's office pull the records, and the landowner did not put it on their list as being there, when they did the assessment for the 2017 and 2018 taxes, so they didn't assess it, but it didn't hit my radar until it hits the foreclosure list, so I didn't have anything to go looking for.
Yeah.
When, this year, the foreclosure list, was put together a little bit later than usual, and we had 88 accounts. So until a list gets that small, I'm not inspecting every account. So unfortunately, mobile homes are a lot harder to track.
So they can just take off? They can
Not
take-
legally.
Oh.
They
that's
need a
what I-
permit.
They need a permit, and the permit they don't get unless the taxes are paid.
So, that's what
Anything further? Seeing none, all those in favor? Discussion and decision to place the Somerset County Rural Cultural Plan on the town meeting warrant for June 11th, 2018.
So moved.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any further discussion?
I was impressed with the plan, the amount of work and forethought that's gone into this. I thought it was an excellent piece of work.
Anything else?
Except for the pictures,
See-
because when you print them off, you couldn't see them.
Seeing none, all those in favor? Treasurer's warrants to be approved in the amount of $1,494,210.79.
So moved.
Seconded.
We have a first and second. All those in favor? Any other business? Unfinished business, we will continue working on these. Do we know when we're gonna start budget stuff?
I'll bring some dates to you at the next meeting.
Seeing, that's it. We'll sign documents and adjourn the meeting.